I think we're all here. I think it's time we began, and so I will. So my name is Richard Jones. I'm the city clerk. It's my great honor to preside again at the inauguration tonight for the school committee and the city council. Not to start with a negative, but if you do have a device of choice, like a phone, you can make sure it's on silent. That would be great. So I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize some people here. We have Senator Bruce Tarr. Senator, thank you so much. And Representative Don Shan, thank you so much. I believe we have former Councilor Bruce Vogel here. Can you just see? Am I missing anyone? Please get me. And we have you. So, today we have 11 city councilors, 9 returning and 2 new, and 3 school committee members, 1 returning for a 4-year term and 2 new members, again for 4-year terms, to be sworn in to serve the city of Newburyport. The process today has essentially 2 parts. The first is the city council is organized, sworn in, and then they'll elect their president. It's traditional the president then offers remarks. And secondly, the school committee is organized, sworn in, and thereafter the vice chair will offer some remarks. Before we get going, we're going to execute 2 parts. The first is the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem. So if I could ask you to stand for those. Offering the invocation, I'm now going to call upon Reverend Dr. Christopher Ney to offer that.
I want to thank you very much for the honor and the privilege of being here tonight. And before I offer a word of prayer, I also want to acknowledge that we gather this night from diverse backgrounds, diverse faiths, and those who do not acknowledge a faith, and yet there is still something sacred about this gathering, as all of us here are committed to service and to the public good, and at a time when it seems like private interest and polarization is so much stronger than working for the common good. There's something very special about this commitment, again, to serve the community. So with that in mind, I invite us to lift our hearts and minds to God in prayer, however it is that we know and name the divine. Holy and merciful one, we give you thanks and praise for this opportunity to gather on this special night to renew our commitment to one another and to the community that we serve, to the common good as we celebrate the inauguration and swearing in ceremony for those who will serve the community, the city of Newburyport. We ask that you watch over and guide us. Ask all who are accepting the responsibility for the stewardship of our community, the care of all who live and work here, our diverse histories and heritages, our common humanity, and ask that you guide and direct the resources that we each and all contribute to building a shared future. Hold before us a vision of your justice and compassion, that we might treat all people with respect and care, especially those who are most vulnerable. And help us to see the face of the divine in the faces of our neighbors, friends and strangers alike, in the faces of concerned parents, weary teachers, students struggling with the next lesson. Amidst the challenge of our work, keep our attention fixed on the things that make for the well-being of all. Amidst the chatter on social media and the voices of concerned constituents, remind us of who we are and what we have been called to do. In all things, allow us to turn to one another and to you for counsel, guidance, and purpose as we work together to build and sustain a community of mutual care and equity. We ask this in all things in the name by which we know you as the source and ground of all being. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for those meaningful devotional words. They're very much needed and appreciated. Next, we have a Pledge of Allegiance, if we might. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, if you would still remain standing for the national anthem. The national anthem tonight, we're joined again 4 years ago, Neil Ferrara, who has Newburyport roots. Neil is a nationally recognized lyric tenor, known for his cultivated vocalism and eloquent expression. I'm not exaggerating. Here's Neil.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, I'm speechless. I don't know about anybody else. Can we just have another round? Wasn't that unbelievable? Talk about hard following that. So, next we have welcoming comments by the mayor, Sean Robert Reardon.
Thank you, Richard. So Senator Tar was asking me earlier before he came tonight if I would be singing. And thankfully for all of you, I am not. So we can kneel one for the amazing. Happy New Year, everyone. Wow, what a great night to be here at City Hall. So happy to be here to kick off 2024. I want to first thank Clerk Jones and his amazing staff for putting this night together tonight. Thank you for all your help, especially with boutonnieres and things like that. But getting this whole night together is a lot of work. I want to thank the NCM Hub for being here as always as well. But you know what, 2024 is going to be a pretty big year here in the report. I just want to talk a little bit about what could be going on this year and what this council and this school committee will be facing in the year coming up. I hope to bring plans for the new recreation center at 59 Low Street in the coming weeks. Zoning and development agreement for Waterfront West. Rezoning for Story Ave for additional housing options for residents. And also possibly senior affordable housing at the former Brown School. This year we'll also see us complete many projects that we started this past year, like Phase 1 of Market Landing Park, the Waterfront Bulkhead Project, Bartlett Canal Restoration, Lower Atkinson Safety Project, and the West End Fire Station. We're going to also look to continually look for different ways that the city can operate more efficiently and effectively. This year we'll also have this chair of challenges, none bigger than the looming Whittier School Building Project. And if you are just hearing that for the first time, please read up, get educated. We have a big meeting coming up next week on January 9th down at the Knock Middle School information session. But that is a huge vote coming up in Newburyport and the other 10 communities that feed into the Whittier School District. But I hope I can count on all of you, particularly our electeds here, to get that word out to residents, point them in the right direction to find the important information that they need to make this vote in 3 weeks from tonight. I want to thank all of our elected officials getting sworn in tonight for stepping up to serve our great city. Running for office is certainly not easy, and I can certainly tell you that. It is not easy to get things accomplished in local government either, but collaboration is how difficult things get done. I've said that since day one of taking office. I look forward to working with all of you on the City Council and the school committee to keep this great city moving forward. Thank you very much.
I wonder if I could impose upon Representative Dawn Shan to say just a couple of words.
Start by saying that traditionally Senator Tarr asks and we'll sing a duet together, and we will not be singing. That said, I just want to say how proud I am of all of the city councilors. It is a very difficult thing to run. It does require a sense of bravery, a will. To me, I'm a big evangelist of everyone running for office at some point in their life because it just transforms how you look at the world, what you think is possible. But you can do so much for people at the local level, and I'm seeing that particularly through the eyes of my sister, Heather Shand. So I just want to take a special moment to acknowledge our relationship and just tell everyone how proud I am to be her sister and proud of the work that she has done, particularly as City Council President in the past year. And on that note, I'm sure we're going to have Eric Starr come up and say a few words, but again, I look forward to being your partners in the upcoming year. As the mayor said, we do have many challenges ahead of us, but we also can accomplish great things in collaboration, in concert, and you know how that works, and I look forward to being there for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. And now, without further ado, Senator Bruce Tarr, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clerk, and I just want to make it clear, Neil, that after hearing that stirring rendition of the national anthem, I suggested to the mayor, I didn't want him to sing solo, I wanted him to do a duet with you. And I'm hoping that maybe we can close the program with that. Maybe you can think about what you might want to sing. I want to pick up where the mayor left off and also offer congratulations and thanks to our city clerk. It's an appropriate time as all of our local officials begin their new tenure in government that we think about the individual that is really the hub of City Hall, making sure that information flows and documents are managed and nothing is forgotten, nothing is lost, and he never forgets any one of us. And Richard, you deserve a round of applause for the great work. So I am honored to be here with all of you as you take your respective oaths of office tonight. It wasn't all that long ago that you all decided to rise up and get into the fray or return to the fray. And you offered the people of this city your wisdom, your expertise, your passion, your commitment. And they studied that carefully and considered what you brought to the table carefully and placed in your hands the sacred trust to govern the future of this city. And that is no small accomplishment. And tonight, as you gather here, we think about all of the possibilities of this new term. We think about the challenges that we know about. We think about the rezoning and the new fire station. We think about economic development. We think about the need for more affordable housing. We think about all of the things that it's in your hands to be able to shape for the future of this city. But then we also know that there will invariably be that day where something comes up that no one could have predicted. And that's when you will be called upon to find that very special something deep down inside that makes you remember that day when you first chose to run for office and said, I will serve unconditionally because I believe in the future of this city, I believe in my friends and my neighbors, and I believe what can be accomplished through public service, which is still incredibly noble, despite whatever this world might say about it, and whatever negativity there might be. Public service is indeed noble, and serving your neighbors and serving your community, is among the highest of noble acts. So tonight, I want to congratulate you. Thank you for being willing to participate in public service. reminding you, as has been said from this microphone a couple of times already, that nothing is accomplished individually. It is always accomplished through teamwork and collaboration. I would encourage you not to repress your thoughts and your feelings because they might be different from someone else's, but to offer them because they might strengthen the product of public debate that results from those expressions. And lastly, I just want to remind you, as you move forward and you walk into this great future, some of it known, some of it unknown, when you think you're alone, you aren't. Look to your left, look to your right. Your legislative delegation will be there to help you navigate whatever lies ahead. And let us hope that what lies ahead is a great, healthy, prosperous new year and a new term that elevates this city to even greater heights. It's in your hands, and we celebrate you tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator, so much for those kind words. You know, if I had two wishes in life, one would be maybe to sing like Neil. The second might be to speak like you. It's always off the cuff. Amazing me. Here I am with my notes. So, next we are going to call the City Council meeting. It's our formal organization of government, year 2024. And I'll do that by calling the roll. Please just state present when your name is called. Councilor-elect Edward C. Cameron Jr.
Present.
Councilor-elect Jenny L. Donahue.
Present.
Councilor-elect Heath Grannis.
Present.
Councilor-elect Benjamin J. Harmon.
Present.
Councilor-elect DeFrose K. Khan.
Present.
Councilor-elect Byron J. Lane. Here. Councilor-elect James J. McCarley.
Present.
Councilor-elect Constance Preston.
Present.
Councilor-elect Heather L. Shand.
Present.
Councilor-elect Mark R. Wright is absent. Councilor-elect Sharif I. Zeed.
Present.
We have a quorum. Next, I'd like to take you through the oath of office. As I read your name, then please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat your name, and we'll go through the council one by one. I, Edward C. Cameron,
I, Edward C. Cameron,
please, do solemnly swear. I'm sorry. I haven't done this for you. I, Jenny L. Donahue.
I, Jenny L. Donahue.
I, Heath Grannis.
I, Heath Grannis,
I, Benjamin J. Harmon.
I, Benjamin J. Harmon.
I, Afrod K. Khan.
I, Afroz K. Khan.
I, Byron J. Lane.
I, Byron J. Lane,
I, James J. McCauley.
Hi, James J. McCauley.
I, Constance Preston.
I, Constance Preston.
I, Heather L. Shand.
I, Heather L. Shand.
I, Sharif I. Zeed.
I, Sharif I. Zeed,
In unison, do solemnly swear
do
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially discharge,
and impartially discharge
perform the duties of
and perform the duties of
Ward Councilor or Councilor at Large
Ward Councilor
of the City of Newburyport,
I see the report
to which I have been elected
to
which I have been elected
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
laws of the Commonwealth,
the laws of the Commonwealth,
the Charter and ordinances
the Charter and
of
ordinances
the City of Newburyport,
of the City of
to
Newburyport,
the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Please be seated. The City Council is now called to order. We'll now proceed to elect a president of the City Council for the year 2024. Councilors, please announce your choice of president when the roll is called. In other words, I'll call your name, you state the name of your choice. Councilor Cameron.
Edward Charles Cameron, Jr.,
Councilor Donahue.
Edward Charles Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Grannis.
Ed Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Harmon.
Ed Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Khan.
Edward C. Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Lane.
Sharif I. Zeed.
Councilor McCarley.
Sharif I. Zeed,
Councilor Preston.
Edward Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Shand.
Edward Cameron, Jr.
Councilor Zeed.
Sharif I. Zeed,
Okay, by a plurality, needing 6, congratulations, Councilor Cameron. You can come to the podium if you'd like.
I'll come to the podium.
That's what I was planning. Congratulations.
Thank you. I left my speech on my dining room table, so I wrote it impromptu. First of all, I just want to thank all the folks that are here in attendance. Mayor Reardon, Representative Shan, Senator Tarr, school committee members, my fellow city council colleagues, Reverend Ney, Rabbi Matthews, Neil Ferrara for that amazing singing. And I think the city council is lacking an official city tenor, and one of our first acts may be to adopt you as our own. And I also want to thank my own family, my wife Suzanne, daughters Anna and Lucy, who aren't able to be here tonight. And I want to thank your families, many of whom are here. I know from the council's perspective, it's a sacrifice for them. Sometimes they want to push us out the door and let us go to our meetings and do our thing, but other times it really is, it impacts family life and our own personal life. So I want to thank them and know that we're there trying to do their business, the city's business and the residents' business. So I've served with 32 different city councilors. I've served with 3 different council presidents. I'm on my 3rd mayor. I left the council and I came back to the council. I love the work that we can do together. I've learned a lot from all of my colleagues, and I don't have the time to list all of them, but many of you have been here for a while. And I do think we each learn from each other. I've certainly learned from the 3 presidents I've served with, and when I say with, I'm using that very specifically as opposed to under. As your council president, I'm working with you. I'll help to facilitate and help our agenda move forward together. But it really is a partnership, and from Council President Shanley, Council President O'Brien, and Council President Shand, we have great role models on how to conduct ourselves and get the people's business done. So I think our vision collectively is, our vision is the city's vision, the residents' vision. We've got to keep what's good and improve that, and we've got to fix what's broke. We heard a little bit about some of the things that we're facing, and there's certainly a lot to do. So how do we achieve that vision? How do we know in 2 years that we actually accomplished something? I think the methods that we need to use are civility, productivity, prioritization, communication. I will be reaching out to you before every regular city council meeting. I will be having regular meetings with the mayor and making sure that we're informed about issues and what the mayor's vision is. But the council is its own separate branch of government, so we will work very closely with the mayor, work very closely with the school committee members, but we really need to push our own agenda. And many times we'll be together, but there will be times when we differ with the other branches of government, and there will be times when we differ internally. When we have tension, please try to address it with the person that you may have an issue with. If that doesn't work out or you're not comfortable with that, talk to me. I'd be happy to speak behind the scenes with the person. I'm somebody who likes to praise in public and criticize privately. If I have an issue with somebody, I'll be reaching out to you. You have an issue with me, you will let me know, I'm sure, but I want you to know that you can always call me. So that communication is really going to be key. And, you know, I think there's a lot that we can do together. You know, looking through the names of all the councilors that have served in the past, this council, with new folks and longstanding colleagues, we're as bright, as energetic, and as passionate as any of the other councilors, any other councils that have been in the past. And we can get good things done. And we can do that by sticking together, you know, fighting and hashing out when that needs to happen. But, you know, let's do this, and let's look back in 2 years and say we did a good job. I think it was Winston Churchill who said that the worst form of democracy, the worst form of government is democracy. And that's true, except for all the others. And I know when we meet and get together and hash things out, you know, we may have a vision and things. It is not easy. It is like making sausage. That was Otto von Bismarck, I think. But, you know, we can get good things done, and we are emblematic of what democracy is all about. So I thank you for your confidence. You know, look forward to working with all of you. Before we adjourn, we will need to set a next meeting date per our rules, which I believe I could ask for a motion right now for next meeting, which would be Monday, January 8th at 7 o'clock. If somebody wants to make it and second it.
So
Made by
moved.
Councilor McCauley, seconded by,
Second.
Councilor Conso. Any discussion? Please say no. All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, so our next meeting will be then. And I'll announce committee assignments by Thursday morning. I've talked to each of you, at least to some degree, about your interests, and I'll try to make everyone as happy as I can, but it's really getting people in the right place. Not too much work, but not too little work, and getting good mix on all the committees and good leadership there as well. So I'll be in touch about that. So again, thank you. Best wishes for the new year, and appreciate being your president. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I think a motion to adjourn is in order.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thanks. Okay, thank you, President.
We're done.
Very much. So, next we have a musical selection by none other than Neil Ferrara again. And are you doing America the Beautiful? America the Beautiful.
Constance? I forgot all about that.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed all grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, for pilgrim feet, whose stern impassioned stress a thoroughfare for freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. Oh, beautiful, for heroes root in liberating strife, who more than self their country loves, and mercy more than life. America, America,
crown thy good with brotherhood and sisterhood, from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Neil. So, next, we'll call the school committee to order by taking a roll call. Please answer present when I call your name. Committee Boger. Committeeman Callahan. Committee Person Hall. Committee Person Higgins. Committee Person Ridden. Committee Person Shaw. Committee Person Walker. Terrific. Next is the election of the vice chair. And as with the city council, when I call your name, please state your choice for vice chair. Committeeman Boger.
Sarah Hall.
Committeeman Callahan.
Sarah Hall.
Committee Person Hall.
Sarah Hall.
Committee Person Higgins.
Sarah Hall.
Committee Person Ridden.
Sarah Hall.
Committee Person Shaw.
Sarah Hall.
Committee Person Walker.
Sarah Hall.
By a squeaker, congratulations, you're elected vice chair. And may I impose on you to say a few words?
Right here or there?
I think you look better up here. Totally up to you.
Follow as
I
president.
don't see why we wouldn't put you here.
Okay. Well, thank you, Richard, for putting together this lovely evening, and especially for inviting Neil. Neil and I taught together at In Street Montessori School when I first moved here, so we go way back, and yeah, good call. Well, it's been my honor to serve as the school committee vice chair for the past 2 years, and I was actually, 2 years ago, I was inaugurated, and then a few minutes later, I was voted in as vice chair. So it was a steep learning curve, and it's been a challenging couple of years, as well as a very rewarding couple of years. And I look forward to serving with the new committee in the coming year. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sarah. We entertain a motion to adjourn the school committee. Oh, I'm sorry, I never swore you in. It's a, I've got it right here somewhere. Oh, here we go. So, Senator, do you want to take those words back that you said about me? So today we have 3 newly elected school committee members. Again, as I read your name, please stand and repeat your name, then continue the oath together. I, Andrew Crawford Boger.
I, Andrew Crawford Boger.
Thank you. I, Brianna R. Higgins.
I, Brianna R. Higgins.
I, Kathleen Mary Shaw.
I, Kathleen Mary Shaw.
Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of a member of the school committee of the city of Newburyport, to which I have been elected in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the Commonwealth, the charter and ordinances of the city of Newburyport, to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations. Now I think I can entertain a motion. I mean, if you want to conduct any business, you all set?
We're good.
Would that be a motion to adjourn? Second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye. Wonderful. So We now have an opportunity to allow Rabbi Alex Matthews to offer a benediction. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I want to end the evening, right? I'm ending the evening more or less.
I just had one announcement.
I don't need to be the last one. I want to make sure I have the agenda.
Well, I've got the mic. Great. Before I forget, we know I'm getting forgetful, we would welcome all of you, that means everyone, over to the Port Tavern for some refreshments, which is, I imagine everyone knows where it is, but it's right over on State Street. But let's end it more appropriately.
I will take us home. Thank you, Richard. So I want to end the evening with a brief offering of gratitude. I want to thank you for having me here this evening, and thank you, Richard, for the invitation. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight, and to the members of the City Council and the school committee, and everyone who works tirelessly on behalf of the City of Newburyport. Thank you so much to all of you. I hope that you don't consider the roles you are in to be completely thankless. And we all know they can be incredibly challenging. Your public service ultimately needs to be a labor of love. May that be evident in your relationships and interactions with and on behalf of the citizens of Newburyport. May your terms and your work be guided by wisdom, patience, kindness, trust, respect, and determination. Go in peace, and God bless. Amen.
I've already said goodbye. Thank you so much for coming.